into the almost new year. Be happy, 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 happy new year. Well, not yet, obviously, right? I don't know, depending on where you are, I guess. Like the great George W. Bush, a man who did everything he set out to do. This is truly a moment of mission accomplished. We did it. It's been 365 days in a row of Big A Clips uploads. Mission accomplished. We did it, Reddit. And I want to look back a little bit on this year and some of my goals and talk about what my goals are for 2026. 2025, dude. Brought to you by Babel Language Learning. Okay, more about that later. Listen, I had 3 goals. Actually, I'd say 4. I had 4 major goals this year. And all of them, this is actually bad upon review. All my major goals this year were around content. My number 1 goal at the beginning of the year was to make a Marketing Monday that got 1 million views. That was the idea. This is back when I was doing more main channel stuff. And in January, I think, or February, I did that because the Mavericks made one of the worst trades of all time. And I did the Luka conspiracy goes deeper than you thought. So we got that. We got that done, knocked out real quickly, early on in the year. Hit 2.3 million views. Thank you, Nico Harrison. Much appreciated. That was this year. My second goal, after that, I was like, wow, well, that was kind of early. Let's make it bigger. So I said, this is a pipe dream, I thought. I really thought I wouldn't be able to do this, but I was like, the most viewed videos on my main channel are all about Hitman. And I love those videos and they're for a broader audience and I totally get that. But I was like, it would be really cool if I could get a news or a marketing or a business related video to be my number 1 most viewed video. And then 1 month after this video, bam, we did it. Tesla backlash is biblical. The Elon Musk video hit 4.9 million views. Very proud of this. And it was the most viewed video on the channel, past the Hitman videos. Thank you, Tesla. Thank you, Elon Musk, for the horrendous decision to do what you did with Doge. And so those 2 were accomplished. And I was kind of thinking about what else to do. My third goal, this is a private goal. Some goals got to be private at the beginning of the year, obviously, was to launch and get everything behind the scenes running for the podcast with me, Doug, and Aiden, called Lemonade Stand. And we did that. We signed with Vox this year, got to interview Lena Khan, got to interview Steve Eisman, 2 people that's awesome to talk to, and feel very good about that. We have some big plans for the next year. But then by far, my biggest goal of the year has not been said yet. My biggest goal we had from minute 1, primarily a conversation between me and the channel editor, Adish, was, can we do a upload every single day on Big A all year, 365 days. And I'm proud to announce, as of this video, that we did it. It's all 365. Every single day, we covered a different news topic or something else. And listen, I know this job's not really a job, but this was challenging to do. It required me to think pretty much every single day about some new topic. I have to read about it. I did a lot of quizzing myself using the LMs or whatever. I had to make sure I could speak about something live without a script, whatever. And Adish, huge. I want to shout out, not only Adish, I want to shout out Quack, who jumped in about halfway through the year to help us out. And Arid, who is also one of the editors of this channel that's helped. No one person could have edited all this stuff because of the insane demands. These 3 people, Quack, Arid, and Adish, and a few people have jumped in every now and then, did a truly incredible job. In the beginning of the year, it was often him just pulling random clips from things I didn't even remember saying, or whatever. But pretty soon on, we started making them specifically for the channel. And that often required the edit to turn around the same day to keep up the streak. So many of these I would record at 6 or 7 p.m. and they would get the video out that night. And that is incredible and difficult and stressful. And I said 6, 7, God damn it. That wasn't even on purpose. Come on. I'm trying to give a heartfelt message. Yeah, I'm just super proud of this kind of hustle for this project. And the cool thing is, if it was just for no reason, maybe that wouldn't mean anything, but it worked, bro. The Big A channel did 201 million views this year from starting on September. Actually, I should say this. This is a 365-day streak this year, of course, but Adish has informed me that in fact, he hasn't broken the streak since he started. So the actual streak on this channel, 830 days since it began, from September 23rd to December 31st, 2025, 830 days. I respect that. I respect the hell out of that. Yeah, man, I don't know. It was a cool project. And so I know the tone of my voice makes it sound like I'm like, I don't know, wrapping things up, or I'm like, well, it was a good run. I'm not. But I do want to talk about something that's next. Okay, I want to talk about something that's next because there is some costs with this. Not only on Adish's mental health, not only, I don't think my mental health was that hurt, but there's some costs of doing this every single day for 860 days. And I want to talk about specifically January of this year. But first, a quick look back. So the most viewed video of this year on Big A was my reaction to Donald Trump's UN speech, where he said your countries are shit. Your countries are going to hell. Okay, that was my most viewed video. The most liked video was my reaction to the Charlie Kirk shooting, where I said everything is speeding up and talked about how, it was on with the year of confusion thing, where so much is happening, it's hard to. My most profitable video was, surprise, surprise, the Black Friday video, where I got my CPM changed in the back end. I don't know if you've ever seen that story. I didn't make a clip or anything, but it went from like my normal CPM to like $28 CPM. This video made such a stupid amount of money. It was, I got put in the Black Friday back end, and this thing was making like this. I'm not kidding. This video made more than like 50 other videos combined. Literally every company that was paying to advertise on Black Friday deals was bidding for slots algorithmically on this video. It's funny because the revenue graph goes straight up and then straight down. And the whole video shitting on Black Friday. Like what? Oh, it's just, it's perfect. And the highest watch time on the video. That means like percentage watch time, who watched the absolute most of it, and watch hours or whatever, was, I don't know if you can guess it. This is kind of a surprise, but looking back, I really like this video. It was the crashing out of the A1 education department woman from the WWE. People watch the full video, basically. They watch the whole damn thing. It's kind of long, and I'm just fucking losing my mind. I'm just crashing out. People like crash outs too much, to be honest. So those were, looking back, some of the big videos of the year. 3 of the videos that I am personally most proud of. Actually, there's a bunch of these videos, but at the start of the year, like in 2024, I used to watch every Jerome Powell press conference alone by myself, usually in bed on my phone. And this was the year I decided to try dipping my toe into doing that live. And I thought it would be too impossible and too boring. But over this year, we did it like 5 or 6 times, 6 or 7 times. And we got a lot of people to be interested and engaged with, I think, a very important meeting that the average person doesn't pay attention to at all. And so I really, I was proud of that. Like this is one thing I think about a lot that I like smile about, because it was, it's fun. I turned something that I used to do alone into something more public, and people liked it and the response was good. And it's kind of a win-win, because I think these are really relevant and interesting and were really discussed among especially young people. I really like this interview with Melody Wright. This is like one of my dreams for some of the future of the channel. I love talking to experts like this and being able to like help translate and kind of poke in on what they're saying for an audience that often is turned away by jargon. Or I love this interview. Like this is something I really want to do more of. I want to find people with her level of expertise and drill down and make it fun and interesting for someone who doesn't know that. So this video I'm super happy with. Then I was thinking back on something I liked. I really liked when Tierzu gave me that geopolitics quiz. And this is crazy because it's 314K views for a 14-minute video where I like don't talk. I'm like just typing. I'm doing homework. I thought that was so funny. So those are 3 videos that I smile when I look back on. But now I want to talk about what my goals are for next year. And I got to be careful here because I don't know if you know this, but there is proven psychological research that sharing your goals too much makes you less likely to achieve them. Because unfortunately for our stupid monkey brains, talking about a goal gives you a rush of dopamine like you did the goal. Just saying I'm gonna work out makes you feel good. And then you're like, I don't really need to actually do the thing. It's like actually a really true statement. And so I'm kind of careful with what I share with goals. Like for example, these goals around this, I didn't share till after I did them. I think that was a private goal I had until I did them. This one I did share, but only I think, somewhat halfway through the year or something. So I'm careful with what I'm saying for my goals. I have some private goals I'm not gonna say today, but one of my big goals is the year of health. I wanted to mention that there's a cost. There's a cost to doing this every single day. And the cost for me this year was my health. Bro, I'm chunk. I did my BMI calculator today. I'm 5'11". I know, fucking cringe, get mogged. I'm not 6 feet. My actual height is 5'11". My weight, I weighed myself, I'm 185. I hit the overweight category. I don't think it's horrendous, but I'm chunk, dude. Yeah, I put on some pounds this year. I have worked out less, and when I play basketball, I notice I'm getting gassed a little bit easier, and I would like to change that. I would like to really put some more effort into like being serious about my health and being serious about sleeping right, which I've actually been doing recently, and I really feel a lot better about. But sleeping right, no screens in bed, you know, all that stuff. So that's like my biggest goal for this year, and I'm taking it really seriously. It's something I really, really want to make progress on. And to do that, I have to pull back on something. What I'm saying here now in this video, right now, for the year of health, I will not be uploading a Big A clip during January. The current plan, this may change if something big happens. Obviously, I can still pop out a clip if like we have World War III. But during January of 2026, I am taking this month off to get my shit in order, to get my schedule right. You know, during this whole year, I didn't go to the dentist. Anything I could put off for another day to work on a clip, I did. There's some stuff I gotta catch up on with LLC filings, with my, I have stuff I have to do. I need something I need like to just take some time, not think about stream, not think about the next clip, and just catch up. And so the plan is to do that stuff all in January and just really cut back on content for this month so that I can get it. Because at the end of the day, this is not a video like Jay Schlatt's or Doug Doug's. I love those videos, but that's not what I'm feeling right now. I'm not feeling burnt out. I'm feeling like I've pushed a few things off to the side for so many days, they have now piled up into a massive pile of tasks. And I would like to just focus only on those. That's my plan. I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna feel good about it. I'm gonna get my schedule right on what I wanna do with health. And then I actually, you know, I can't overstate this enough. This is one of the most fun, you can quote job, you can say job, whatever, things I've done in my life. I really enjoy what this channel was this year. It's very, very fulfilling to me because I like I've said when I started this thing, I love talking about this stuff. I love reading about this stuff. And often people in real life don't care. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about, you know, unrest in Nepal or they don't care. It's not something they care about. But because of the magic of the internet, there's enough people that care that we can talk about it and make a community and people are interested. There's just enough people that are interested in some of these subjects. That's very, very fun for me. It makes it rewarding, it makes it interesting, and I like it. I'm not like abandoning it, but I am taking January as a real reset. So that's the year of health. Another big goal of this year, okay, is I would like, because of my Latino wife, to seriously commit to learning more Spanish, which is why I am proud to mention the sponsor of this video, Babel. Babel. I've been using Babel. I started using it since I was home with my family, and I am trying to seriously commit to doing more Spanish practice. Obviously, I know some Spanish from my years practicing. I did some in school. And obviously I've spoken with Ari and her family, but I would like to get better at it to where I could actually do a conversation in Spanish when we visit more of her family in Mexico. So I've been working on it. I really like this program. I know that some of you will compare it to another program you may have heard of. And I don't want to mention a competitor in this read, but I will say, I highly encourage you to do your own research and look. Many, many, many reviews will tell you, this is redacted. I don't know what this possibly could be, but they will tell you that this is actually more effective. I have found it to be pretty good because the way it quizzes you is it puts the simple thing you learned in like 15 different variations, whether it's you using it in a sentence, whether it's someone else using it and you have to fill in the blank, whether it's matching it, so it kind of just attacks it from all angles into your brain until you've drilled in that section. It's focused on actual real life conversation. And so if you're interested, you can get 55% off your Babel subscription at babbel.com/big-A if you're interested in learning a language this year. Beyond that, my other goal is this. I think split my channels in a way that I'm very happy with this year. I actually think it's come around to a really good spot that I like, that I feel comfortable with. But there's one thing that eats at me, and that is that my main channel is so close to 1 million. It's at 899K, bro. And so I'm gonna take a real concerted effort. No, normally, this is another piece of advice I'd like to give. When you set goals, I really think a goal that's focused on process is way more important than a goal that's focused on result. If you set a goal of like, I'm gonna be a famous chef, that's a stupid goal. You know what I'm saying? That goal it's like so much out of your hands. Your goal should be about, I'm gonna practice cooking every day, or what, like that kind of thing is a goal that is not only more achievable, but sets you on the correct path. Like the other things that happen are kind of out of your control, but you focus on the process. So this is a kind of a rare for me to set a numerical goal, but I truly think if I publish some strong videos on the main channel and include a call to action to subscribe, I can get to 1 million this year. And it would be nice because then I can get all the editors that have worked on this channel for years now, since like 2021. We can get them the plaque. And I would like to do that and it'd be fun. So that's a big goal of this year. That's a public goal. I have some big videos planned, including, I think, an incredible Age of Empires video coming out in January. So please look forward to that. But also, I have to finish one particular video this year, and I will not let it slip. One particular video. It's been asked again and again and again, and we also got a charity goal for it during the live show. At this point, I have to say, I'm committing in 2026 to finishing the Ponzi Scheme Iceberg. The Ponzi Scheme Iceberg will come out in 2026. This is a direct quote on stream. Very, very excited for that. I've done, I've dived into this 2 separate times and then burnt out on it and then never finished. So now I'm gonna come back in, I'm gonna take what I've already written and finish the rest. So December 31st, 2026, look forward to that. The rest of my goals are unfortunately, I think, going to keep private. I will mention them at the end of the year, but I think it'll be better for me not to talk about them and just work in silence. If you have any goals and you'd like to share them, feel free. You can share them to the void of the comment section of this video or in my chat right now. I think it's probably fine if you're shouting at the strangers. Those are my goals. That's my plan for 2026. I'm excited. I really want to say as a final message, thank you so much if you have watched or consumed any of my content this year and enjoyed any of it. I know there's a percentage that watched and then a percentage that enjoyed. But if you enjoyed it, it means a lot to me. This is actually, I think, a really rewarding and fun thing. I got to do things I never thought I would be able to do. There's a guy that's the current front runner for the Democratic candidate for president who's like glazing me on podcasts. I got to do some crazy shit this year. It was cool. It was fun. And I'm excited to do some more stuff. We have some cool guests lined up. And yeah, so just thank you. Thank you if you enjoyed it. I do appreciate it. And I'm excited for more next year.